Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis for PhoenixGenesis.com and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Fry Camp. And I just showed you in my previous video how you can go super lightweight, like a 6-pound sleep system with your three biggies, your full tent, sleeping pad, and down sleeping bag for approximately $150. So for another about $35, you're still under 200 bucks. You've got the outdoor products backpack. I took this in the desert part of the PCT section hike last year. Great backpack, super light. I think it weighs in at approximately a pound maybe. I can give you exact weights and leave a description, but super lightweight. So with everything in here, we're looking at maybe 7.5 pounds, because I did put the stakes in a little bag and I put the Z-Rest in a little plastic. But let me show you how I packed it all in this bag, and you can see, look, this is super light. And again, I think this is like 48 liters. Honestly, you don't need to carry more than that. And this is extra comfort because it's for me and a dog. I could even shave off more weight. So that right at the get-go, I put the tarp on top because I might want to sit. It's raining. I might want to throw it around me as a poncho. So that's like right on top. Then the next thing is the tent poles go right there, and I did put it in the bag. If you want to shave more weight, lose the bag, but I think the tent poles kind of jab and can puncture things, so I always keep it in the bag. And then if you look down in here, I've got the sit pad all the way kind of in the back as support. Well, actually, we'll take the blanket out first. So the blanket here is on top, and this is great because if you're cold and you're hiking, you can just kind of throw that around you as well, or wrap it around you while you're sitting at camp and relaxing. And again, you can lose some of these items and shave more weight, but this is for someone who's beginning that wants to be super comfortable and be lightweight. And again, if you weren't doing a through hike like I am, and you were just doing maybe an overnighter and you weren't carrying a lot of food and water because there's a lot of streams, and also you don't need that much food, and you have pockets that you could carry stuff in pockets, or maybe just shove a few bars so you don't eat a lot. This is a great setup for like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 days overnight camping trip. And again, sleeping bag, you can use a compression sack that adds more weight and it makes it kind of bulky. I just kind of wrap it around everything in there. And again, you could put a plastic bag garbage liner as well in here. I forgot to add that. So if we add that and add the sleeping bag and maybe the little case for these things, we're looking at about 8 pounds, which is like really nothing to have all these essentials. Again, the Z-Rest. Now you could also, like I showed you in my set, if you look at my previous setup, you could cut the Z-Rest in half and not double it over. But because I was kind of crushed by a car in 2011, and I've crushed part of the L5 disc in my back, and I'm older, I really like to have it doubled up. But you're going to shave off another like 6-7 ounces, and if you scrap this and use no cushioning for your legs as well, you're going to probably scrap another 4 ounces right there. So again, you can really shave this down, but I'm going for maximum comfort. Plus, honestly, this is the super cool mini little sit pad as well. And I didn't include that other sit pad. That was just like kind of showing you. I didn't calculate that my weight in the previous video. Again, these are the little flaps in case it rains on your sun tent. And I just have that thrown on top. Now the tent's at the very bottom. You always want your tent at the bottom, because if it rains and you put your pack down and you don't have like a tarp under your pack, you don't want your sleeping bag to get wet or anything to get wet. It makes nice cushioning. So you just kind of just shove that in as it is. I mean, it's a tent. It doesn't need to be that protected. And then lastly, over here, there's like an inside pocket in here. I just shoved this in the back, and that inside back pocket is like the cushioning for your back. So if you put this bubble wrap there and on one side and you put that on the other side, you're nice and cushiony for your back while you're hiking. And that's it, and you could throw in just a headlamp and throw in a knife, throw in a look at my straw video for your essential like first aid kit. And what else? You know, you're usually wearing your bandana and your buff and your hat and your gloves and all the you know, you could throw some lightweight gloves in there or clip those to the outside of the pack. But the goal is kind of keep everything inside the pack and not have things dangling on the outside that catches on brushes. Also pine sap. Oh my God! When we were up at the Devil's Punch Bowl, not far from the PCT reroute with those protected frogs last summer, pine sap galore. So another reason you don't want things dangling on the outside of your pack, and you really want everything inside the pack, and the pack gets pine sap on it. You can just clean that with some rubbing alcohol, but you don't want crap dangling around where it's going to get chewed on, damaged, ripped, torn, and full of sap. So, and what else could you throw in here? Again, like some food, some water, you know, a little Fancy Feast alcohol stove, which weighs like 1.4 ounces, I think, and a little like Bic lighter, and basically you have everything for survival. I'm going to do some more detailed videos coming up on different types of things. On different types of setups that you can have, all the way from beginners, ultra comfort, but still be lightweight, to basically super ultra lightweight. You're like running a marathon and you're fine, and you can, like, you're super Mr. Outdoors or Ms. Outdoor survival skills. So anyway, keep signing in. I've got about 6.5 weeks before I take off on my through hike, and I'll probably go down in mid-March and do some water runs down at Lake Moreno while my boyfriend fishes down there, and see start training my dog at the beginning part of the PCT. Once again, Phoenix Genesis signing out. See you on the trail.